Hello folks, welcome to the in-stock lease deals of the month for September 2024. This one is petrol cars, diesel cars, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, but not full electrics. That video is already out, so go and check that out if you haven't already. Channel members are seeing this a little bit earlier than everyone else, so if you're a channel member, thanks very much. If you're not, please consider joining. It's £2 a month. Link to LeaseLoco is in the video description. Quite a lot of 2-year deals in this one, but also some 3-year deals, and also the sexiest car I think we've ever had on the channel thus far. So let's get cracking. There's some really great ones in this. Just to ease us in, we've gone for a little cheapie. In stock Vauxhall Corsa 1.2 GS, £205 a month with 616 up front. Just a pretty standard Corsa really, but it's good value, £200 a month. At its peak, this car was nearly £400 a month. And I think if you look at the term of this lease, and if you were to go out and buy one of these brand new, it's going to depreciate far more than the cost of this lease. At least that's my expectation. 3-year deal, 10,000 miles a year, Corsa for £205 a month. Then we've got the Vauxhall Astra 1.2 turbo 130 GS, £269 a month with 809 up front, 9.7 seconds to 62, 51 mpg, insurance group 19 and 422 litres of boot space. That one's also a 3-year deal. Price history wise, 344 has been the average on it. It has been a tiny bit cheaper than this. This one's obviously in stock, £269 a month with 809 up front. Then we've got the Nissan Juke 1.6 hybrid Tecna automatic, £273.50 a month with 820 up front. This one is a 2-year deal, 10.1 seconds to 62, 57.6 mpg, insurance group 14 and 354 litres of boot space. 336 has been the average on this. At its peak 514, and this is the lowest price we've seen on the Duke. It's in stock. I dare say this will go quickly because they are very popular. So jump on it now if you're interested and look at this for a bit of value. We've seen this for about a month or so now. I think it's stunning value, this car. You can't really get a better car for this much money. It's as simple as that. Toyota Corolla Touring Sports 1.8 hybrid Icon, 596 litres of boot space, insurance group 17, 62.8 mpg, which is pretty much achievable, 9.4 seconds to 62, 872 up front, 290 a month. This is a standard hybrid, so all you do is put petrol in the car. You don't have to plug it in or anything like that. And unbelievably, at £290 a month, that's not the cheapest we've seen it. It was £281 at one point, so you could have saved £9 a month on it. But at its peak, it was £405, and that seems like a far more sensible price for one of these. £290, folks, I think is a steal. 872 is the upfront payment on it, and that is a 3-year deal on 10,000 miles a year. Now look at this for a bit of value as well. The DS4 1.2 PureTech Performance line, nav, EAT8 automatic gearbox, 10.4 seconds to 62, insurance group 19, 430 litres of boot space and 131 brake horsepower. That's a brilliant car. The build quality in that is so way above the sort of expectation I had for it when I had one in for review. You can go and check that video out on my channel, by the way. But it's a very, very good car and one that flies under most people's radar. Feels very premium and very German, albeit with some of those French quirks. 899 up front, 299 a month. Price history wise, the average has been £552 a month. This is, of course, the lowest price we've seen it, but the highest point we've seen on that was 634. It's under half of that right now. Folks, if you're considering any of these cars, you should be thinking about gap insurance. Very important that you're not left out of pocket if the car is involved in an incident that means it's written off by the insurance company. So let's get a quote for it now from ALA Insurance. So I'm filming this on the 20th of September. So we're going to say from the 20th of September is when we got the car. It's up to a year old, up to 80,000 miles on the clock. And it's £299 a month. How much is one of those DS4s? I don't know. I'm going to say 35 grand. I would suggest you look up the actual price if you were to do this for yourself. We want 3 years worth of cover. We also want initial rental cover. That means they'll give you some money towards an upfront payment on another one. All right. So we'll say up to £2,000 initial rental cover. That's for 3 years cover. Some people have asked me before, well, £120 a month seems like a lot of money, or £120 a month is not that cheap. £122.79 is for 3 years cover on that car. So head on over to ala.co.uk, or you can give them a ring on 01653 916 304. They don't have commission salespeople, they have customer service staff. And there's a very important distinction there between the two. The gap policy is de facto 5-star rated. I've got one with ALA. I can't say more than that, really. Head over there, use the code GYM10, and that will give you 10% off most of the products on the site. But for your gap insurance, it's a bit of a no-brainer, I think. So ala.co.uk, GYM10, off you go. Next one's the new 𝘼𝙁𝙁𝙄𝙇𝙄𝑼 plug-in hybrid trophy edition, which is top of the line for MG. £303 a month with 910 as the upfront, 7.1 seconds to 62, insurance group 33, 448 litres of boot space, 258 horsepower. This one's a plug-in hybrid, okay? So hopefully you can do some local stuff on electric only, or just enjoy perhaps some better MPG if you are keeping the thing topped up. £440 a month has been the average on that car, 513 at its peak, currently 303 with 910 up front. Nissan Qashqai e-Power Accenta Premium's next. Don't be put off by that e-Power thing, it just means hybrid. In this particular car, it's not a plug-in, you just put petrol in it. 7.9 seconds to 62, 54 mpg, 504 litres of boot space, 190 brake horsepower. This is a 2-year deal. It's 940 up front and 313 a month. Qashqai is one of the most popular cars in the UK. It's always in the top 3 in the UK sales figures, like always. Price history on this only goes back to the 20th of May, so there's not much of it. Average on it's been 333. It's currently 313. But the key point is it's in stock and it's one of the UK's most popular cars. So if you're interested, link to LeaseLoco in the video description. Use that and jump on it. Škoda Superb is next, 2-litre diesel, SE Technology DSG. This is the trim to go for in a Škoda. SE Technology, it gives you everything you need without spending a load of money on stuff you're not going to use, in my personal opinion, of course. £332 a month with a grand up front, more or less. 9.2 seconds to 62, 150 brake horsepower, 57.7 mpg, and 645 litres of boot space. £332 at the moment. Average on it's been 416. At its peak, it was 550. That is a good bit of value. 3 years, 3 months up front, 10,000 miles a year. Gets you that diesel automatic Škoda Superb, and that is a brilliant car. Next, we've got a Cupra Ateca. Now, the Seat Ateca has been around for a long time, and this is a platform that hasn't changed too much in quite a while, but it's really good. It's a really very good car. I like the drivetrain option here. I think it's a sensible idea, and it flies under a lot of people's radar. The difference between the Seat and the Cupra version of this is the Cupra one just looks a bit more modern, I guess, a bit younger maybe, a bit more butch, dare I say. 352 a month with just over a grand up front, 9.3 seconds to 62, insurance group 18 and 510 litres of boot space. Average on that's been 385, at its peak 484, currently 352. So I go to CHR. This is a plug-in hybrid version of this car. It's in design trim, which means, I think, yeah, it does. It means you don't get this horrible paint job. I think you get a black roof, but you'd have to check that. 352 a month with just over a grand up front, 7.2 seconds to 62, insurance group 25, 223 horsepower. And 405 a month has been the average on it. Currently 352 with just over a grand up front. It's a great car. I reviewed one of these not too long ago, and I absolutely loved it. I'm being serious about that. I thought it was a brilliant, brilliant car, and I didn't expect to like it anywhere near as much as I did. Very good little car. Nissan X-Trail 1.5 e-Power 204 Accenta Premium Xtronic. Another car that I really enjoyed when I had on review, actually. Nearly 1,100 up front and 357 a month. 8 seconds to 62, 49 mpg, 204 brake horsepower, insurance group 24, and 575 litres of boot space. This feels like a quantum leap from the old X-Trail to the current one. It really does feel like it's come on quite a lot. I think after the Aria, it's my favourite current car in the Nissan lineup. 394 has been the average on it. At its peak, 430, currently 357 with 1071 up front. Still deals floating around on the Alfa Romeo Tonale, 388 a month with 1166 up front, 8.8 seconds to 62, 160 horsepower, insurance group 29, 500 litres of boot space, 49 mpg is claimed, 505 has been the average on it, 710 at its peak, currently 388 with 1166 up front. We're nearly at the sexy one, although this is quite sexy as well. The Audi A6 Saloon, 40 TFSI S-Line S-Tronic with the tech pack. It's the one you want in the spec you want. 1,500 up front and 489 a month. This one is a 2-year deal, so bear that in mind. 7.3 seconds to 62, 38.7 mpg. You'll get far better than that on a run, by the way. I think that's the average figure, but you'll get decent 40s on a run for sure. 530 litres of boot space, insurance group 36, 204 brake horsepower. Average on that one has been 606 a month. At its peak, 869. And this is actually the lowest price we've seen on the A6 right now. 489 a month with 1,500 up front. And it's a beautiful car. But oh my God, look at this. This is a sexy little beast. 2,400 up front and 797 a month. But the price drop in this is epic. Lotus Emira first edition, dual clutch automatic, 4.3 seconds to 62, 30 mpg, 360 brake horsepower, and about 2.5 litres of boot space, I dare imagine. Price history on it. The average has been 455 a month. At its peak, 1,500 a month. And of course, this is the lowest price we've seen one because it's almost halved. It's £797 a month with 2,391 up front. Now, for the kind of performance you're going to get from that car and the looks of it, I mean, that is a gorgeous piece of design. I mean, I just want that thing. It looks amazing. I might actually get to drive one of these next week at an event I'm going to. And if I do, I'm going to be a very, very happy boy because I think it's a beautiful looking car. And it's a Lotus, so you know the thing's going to be nothing but laughs to drive. Amazing performance, amazing looks. It's 800 quid a month, folks. It's not cheap, is it? But I tell you what, 800 quid a month looks cheap compared to 1,455, which has been the average on it. It looks very cheap. So that's a bit of a steal. I dare say there aren't millions of these floating around. So he who gets in first will have the most luck, I dare say. Obviously, channel members get to see this first. If you are interested in becoming a channel member, it costs $1.99 a month. Now, when very special deals come out, you'll get early access to those videos. There's also a monthly live Q&A, which is for members only. So you get to jump in on that and all sorts of other wonderful goodness. There's a link in the video description if you're interested in taking a look at it. As I said, only $1.99 a month, so hopefully that makes it fairly accessible for most of you, I hope. Link to LeaseLoco in video description. Of course, a link to ALA, the sponsors of today's video as well. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment and let me know your favourite deal here and which one you'd most like to go for. I'll catch you on the next one.